Here's Chief Meteorologist Chris Boone.
It was definitely warmer across the area. We saw temperatures getting into the upper 80s. In fact, 88 our afternoon high for us here in San Angelo. Again, feeling the impacts of those southerly winds. Started off the day on the cooler side with temperatures dropping down into the upper 30s. As soon as we got into the afternoon, started to see those southerly winds take over. We started to see warmer temperatures. Clear skies for much of the state of Texas. Do see some of those upper level cirrus clouds moving through the Panhandle area. But again, we saw mostly clear skies. Still saw, again, some partly cloudy skies as we got into the afternoon. Some clouds starting to try to pop up. And we saw those winds from the south. That's kind of been a bigger story. Still seeing some gusts up and towards the 20s. Otherwise, most of those winds have been out of the south at the teens. And that has definitely brought in those warmer temperatures. We got up into the upper 80s quickly as we got into the afternoon hours. As we go into the next few hours, we'll start to see the temperatures begin to taper off. In fact, right now we're at 86 degrees in downtown San Angelo, dew points in the mid-30s. Still seeing those southerly winds at 14 miles per hour. So again, bringing in all that warm air towards our area. That's why we're seeing those 80s for the entire Concho Valley. Again, 82 for Coleman, 85 in Ballinger, 85 in Eden, as well as Menard, popular number across the area, as Junction's also at 85 degrees at this current time. As we go into the overnight hours, temperatures are going to dip down into the upper 50s and lower 60s across the area. We'll see that cloud coverage begin to increase as we go through the overnight hours, but very comfortable, perfect night to kind of get out there and make the most of it. As we get into tomorrow, though, and continue that warming trend that we saw today. We're going to get up into the mid-90s, still building those clouds as we go through your Good Friday. Southwesterly winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Could see some gustier conditions during the late morning, early afternoons. Again, gusting up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour at times. Especially going to continue going in towards the overnight hours as well. Then as we get into Saturday, though, we start to see those winds begin to die down just a bit, giving us a little bit of a break, but still staying mostly out of the south. That's going to keep us going, keep us warmer going in towards your Easter Sunday. Again, temperatures in the mid-90s, partly cloudy skies, and again, definitely want to do those Easter egg hunts a little bit earlier. Trying to beat the heat and stay a little bit on the cooler side. Those temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler during the morning hours. Again, we stay in a quiet pattern for the next several days, especially going in towards the weekend. As we get into next week, though, we start to see a little bit of erosion in that pattern going in towards next week. That's going to give us the chance for some rain, and we certainly needed it given how dry the area has been. Today's updated drought monitor, we're seeing now most of the Concho Valley either in severe or extreme drought conditions. And don't worry, we're looking for any relief, and we could see some of that next week with some isolated rain showers going in towards late Sunday, even in towards Monday, as well as Tuesday. Again, it's not going to be a complete washout as far as the precip goes, but any isolated showers could certainly help with those drought conditions. So dry and hot for the weekend. We'll start to see a little bit of a cool down as we have another front push through some cooler air for next week with breezy conditions and rain chances for next week.